Hi, it's Sunday the 23rd of August 2026 and welcome to this week's My Thoughts vlog. As usual, it's unscripted, just my thoughts, nobody else's, my opinions, etc, etc. Well, as you can see, if you were watching last week, I was worried about going into hospital for an operation, and I'm here. I survived, which is good news, especially for me. My fears were, I think, maybe misplaced. I was in very, very good hands, but I think it all derived from the fact that because I've been on the waiting list for 5 years, after about 3 years, I went to a private company, and the consultant I spoke to about the surgery said there's no way on earth he would touch me in the private sector because basically he said that I had a significant risk of death in the anesthetic because of the anesthetic, and of course that put the fear of God into me. So that was what really scared me, and that's where the fears I've had have really come from. But I had an excellent NHS surgeon and an excellent NHS consultant anaesthetist who put my mind at rest, and yeah, it went really well. The surgery's been done. It's a success. I'm pretty sore, it hurts, but I'm managing that with the drugs, etc. I had some amazing drugs in the hospital. That's another story. But I'm home. Just got to recover. It's going to be longer than I thought. They're talking about 4 to 6 weeks, really. And this is, less than a week, so I think I'm doing okay so far. But as with regards to the hospital, I mean, Glenclwyd Hospital does get a lot of bad press, and if you look in the media, you'll see it. There's stories online and in the newspapers and about, you know, it's bad, blah 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 blah. But I can hand on heart say I've never been better looked after in my life. Those people, every single person I came into contact with was absolutely first class. Absolutely spot on first class. I couldn't fault it. I really couldn't. They took good care of me, and they took good care of my belongings and my wheelchair, because that was a worry. You know, I mean, I know I was going from the day of surgery arrival unit up to a different place once you come round, and I was worried, how does my wheelchair get there? Hasn't got my name in it, how do we know it's mine, blah blah blah. And they tagged it and named it and just said it will be there, and when I came round it was. Which some people might say, yeah, well, you know, you expect that, but it was just another concern of mine. But again, it was brilliant. The hospital were amazing. So that got me thinking, actually, about when I was lying there after coming round and that night, about the duty of candour that I've been working on the project with the Centre for People's Justice on. Because as an institution, that hospital, as I said, gets bad press, yet there are people in that building who are amazing. And I met, every single person I met was amazing. And, you know, if they're going to get duty of candour training, I think that's great, and I think they all do. But every institution needs it, and we shouldn't really target any particular institution because it's got bad press. Because as much as there are good people in every institution, there's also bad, and a lot of the problems that we've come up against as a country, you know, the scandals and the cover-ups have come from things that were unexpected. And in every institution and every area, there are going to be things that happen that are unexpected. So you may say, well, this institution doesn't need duty of candour training, everything is fine. But what happens tomorrow? There's a disaster, there's an incident, something happens, and how they handle it isn't great. But we don't know that yet because they've never been put in that under that position. So every institution, every public authority, and every body that deals with the public needs to get Candour training. But we've got to recognise that it's not a criticism of any institution at all. It's giving them the tools to help themselves. It's giving every member of staff the tools to be able to perform their job, knowing that they will do it to the best of their ability, and should something happen, they can speak up, and they should speak up. It's giving them the green light to say, this is the right thing to do. This is what we need to do, and this is how we need to protect the public. This is now part of your job. And I guess it's, there's added protection for whistleblowers, which is a good thing. And yeah, it was interesting just to sort of lie there and mull it all over in terms of good institutions, bad institutions, and what does this say about the people within them? Because, it's that whole thing of there's a bad apple in every barrel. And, we have to treat every institution the same. But yeah, it was interesting. It was something to think about, wasn't it? So I was lying there all night, could not sleep a wink. But yeah, interesting. And as I say, I am very glad to be here. Very glad to be back with my boys and my wife. So yeah, all is good. So hopefully once I'm recovered, it should be, my life should be improved. I'll certainly be more mobile, which is good. I feel healthier. Yeah, so things are looking up. Anyway, I've taken enough of your time. Any questions at all, feel free to ask. And yeah, hopefully, well, definitely next week I should be doing another one of these, because I'm hoping as we get closer to the end of recess, we might have some more news on nuclear test veteran campaign, which is still ongoing, obviously. So if you still haven't signed the petition, go on to labrats.international, look at the campaign heading on the top of the website, and go to Andy Burnham's nuclear test, because yes, you've got not only the petition to sign if you want to, but also if you want to feedback to the minister about what you think about stuff and him and his department and things, because they need to know the feedback, don't they? So do that if you wish. That would be great. Hopefully, as I say, coming to the end of recess, there may be more news. Certainly, Hillsborough law is due to be in the, I think it's the second reading in the House of Lords on the 1st of September. So things are progressing. Yes, so it is the weekend, it is Sunday, although it's 3 o'clock, so it's nearly over, I suppose. I suppose whatever you're doing this evening, have a great one, and I will see you next week. So thank you for watching, and thank you for putting up with me moaning about the hospital. I'll shut up about it now. And yeah, I shall see you next week. Thanks again. Bye-bye.